Kahalaya La Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai Waharakakadash. All praises and glory go to you, Lord. Double honors and respect go to our apostles, elders, and teachers, men of great millstone, from which I've learned all of this truth. To you I say Shalom. It's your brother, I'm Ryan, back with another one. And we're going to read a news article. But before we do, we're going to delve into these scriptures. This is Ecclesiastes 12, and we'll begin at verse 1. Remember now thy Creator in the days of thy youth, while the evil days come not, nor the years draw nigh, when thou shalt say, I have no pleasure in them. While the sun or the light or the moon or the stars be not darkened, nor the clouds return after the rain. In the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, and the strong men shall bow themselves, and the grinders cease, because they are few, and those that look out the windows be darkened, and the doors be shut in the streets, when the sound of the grinding is low. And he shall rise up at the voice of a bird, and all the daughters of music shall be brought low. Let's check out this article. This is an article from PBS News, and we're going to read it verbatim. For a second straight month, Americans quit job at a record pace. And it says Americans quit their jobs at a record pace for the second straight month in September, in many cases for more money elsewhere as companies bump up pay to fill job openings that are close to all-time high. Now, I have to call BS on that, but that's what the article says. Continuing on, the Labor Department said Friday that 4.4 million people quit their jobs in September, or about 3% of the nation's workforce. That's up to 4.3 million in August and far above the pre-pandemic level of 3.6 million. Ooh. There were 10.4 million job openings, down from 10.6 million in August, which was revised higher. Now, they want to get into a whole bunch of rhetoric dealing with why and how come. But the ultimate reason for all of this is because of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai, bringing this wicked-ass kingdom to a stop. The sound of the grinding is low. I've already done another video on the famine, and the reason why it is occurring is because there are no one to fill these positions. People don't want to be put in danger. People are paranoid and, quite frankly, scared to go to work. And with all these free handouts from the government, they have no reason to go to work. So at this point, they're crippling society. And society is, as a whole, coming to a very low grind. Now, we can speculate on what's going to happen in the future because of all of these so-called job quittings, but the Bible has a pretty good indication on what is going to happen. Let's go ahead and take a look at that. This is 2 Ezra chapter 6, and we begin in verse 24. It says, At that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountains shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. Whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape, and see my salvation and the end of the world. We are close, Akim. So close to the end, it's not funny. The Lord has left these tokens as a sign, and we have to take heed to those signs. This is 2 Ezra, chapter 15, verse 14. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword in their destruction draweth near, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands, meaning modern day weapons. For there shall be seditions among men, which we've already explained as uprisings against the government, which you are currently seeing, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, and you are currently seeing this around the world. For because of their pride the city shall be troubled, and the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword, and spoil their goods, because of the lack of bread, and for great tribulation. What is coming is the next portion that we have just read. There's going to be a lot of wickedness spreading because of the lack of food, the lack of opportunities, and quite frankly, all of this is done through Yahweh, while Yahweh shine. Now that we've kind of delved into the article, the condition of men, what is going to come to seditions, invading one another, let me just say there are two great prophecies left to be fulfilled before the returning of Yahweh Shai, Salakia Yahweh Shai. And before he returns, we must go into World War III. The world must be at war with one another before his return, which we are currently seeing. And I'll put that article here in just a moment to kind of give indications on what that is. The second prophecy is that the Haragma, or the MOTB, must be issued. And Revelations 13, verse 16, he calls of all, who is he? The current ruler of this world, who we know to be so-called white man. He calls of all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Here's wisdom. Let him that hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. As per promise, we have several articles. One is from Popular Mechanics, Global Times, and the National Interest, CNN as well. China is quietly building U.S. aircraft carrier models for target practice. Global Times says U.S. media hype Chinese aircraft carrier progress and anti-carrier capability to boost. And the National Interest says, why is China practicing killing U.S. Navy aircraft carriers in the desert? This is not a joke. We are definitely out here blowing the trumpet. The sounds of war are all around us. And we were told this by Yahweh Shai, that there will be wars, rumors of wars. Be not troubled, for the end is not yet, because we still have to see the Haragma, saying China is building mock versions of the U.S. military ships in the desert. And we're going to look at this video.
Well, China appears to be building mock versions of US warships in its vast northwestern desert for possible target practice. Maxar Technologies released satellite images of the construction reviewed by the independent US Naval Institute. They appear to show the outlines of a US aircraft carrier and at least 2 guided missile destroyers. Militaries around the world regularly build mock-ups of real-world targets, but the Pentagon has been concerned about Beijing's expanding military capabilities and its claims of sovereignty in the South China Sea.
Now, as you can see, we have been warning you. The Bible has been warning longer than we have. And through the Spirit, we knew that these things would come to pass. That's why we've been praying, sending up curses on this wicked-ass kingdom, because those of us in the truth as a whole can't wait to get the fuck out of here. So get your houses in order again And let this be a stark warning to you. We're in a different time. Actually, we're going to finish out in Amos chapter 3. In verse 6, it says, "Shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? And the prophets have been out here blowing this trumpet for years now." So again, shall a trumpet be blown in the city, and the people not be afraid? Shall there be evil in a city, and Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushai, have not done it? Surely Yahweh power will do nothing, but he revealeth his secret unto his servants the prophets. And we have been out here warning you. So take heed to the warning, or perish by the way. Shalom.